Nobody's going to tell you what comes with having a viral brand. Having a viral brand is dumb, like I said in the last video. So, all this week, we're talking about how being viral is dumb. You want the consumer to be viral. You want them to embody your identity. You want them to embody your brand identity. The goal isn't to be for everyone. It's to give your consumer worlds, rituals, and codes that they can perform in everyday life, right? You don't want your brand to be this thing that everybody knows about. They should know about the consumer before they know about your brand. I'm going to say it one more time. They should know about the consumer you created before they know about your brand. The consumer should have the brand on, and then people are interested in this identity that this customer has, and then they will see the brand, and then they're going to go from there. It should not be brand and consumer. It's consumer and brand at all times. People don't, it's like, this doesn't make sense to people. Again, when the consumer becomes your brand, it's a mantra that connects them. I'm not talking about y'all fucking brainstormy ass, my customer is a creative, my customer is a hustler, my customer is disciplined, my brand is for the avant-garde, my brand is for the LA Silver Lake boys, my brand is for this, my brand is for that. That's not, you're naming nothing. A mantra is words. A mantra for your brand, it's not the mission statement. It's not your ethos. I don't give a fuck about your ethos. The consumer actually really don't give a fuck about your ethos. You know when they give a fuck about your mission statement? When it's been 10, 15 years and somebody's studying that shit in college. Nobody gives a fuck about your mission statement. I don't even know why people think about it. I know there's people who fucking write their mission statement out for weeks. You're dumb as fuck. Nobody cares. A mantra is the thought your brand plants in their head. A belief of what they're wearing, following, or engaging with you. They believe that following and engaging with you will shift how they think and move. She's talking about basic stuff. Okay, let's talk about it now. You're creating language that turns a casual follower into someone who performs your brand out loud. The algorithm knows the next thing you're fucking thinking based on what you're doing, what you're searching, what you're looking at on socials. If the algorithm if the algorithm knows my brand consumer's next move, then that means that I can form their thought pattern so my brand could pop up on that feed. Is that what you're saying, Day? Yes. Fuck. That's what I'm saying. You can build your consumer's thought pattern to fucking only think about your brand and they haven't seen it before. We live in an age where you could do that. Do you know how fucking crazy that sounds? But we could do it. We live in the age where we could do that. Isn't that crazy? Right? So keep listening. You can't tell the consumer this is their brand and these are the vibes. Fuck that. The mantra that you give isn't random words. It's a mental rhythm. It's teaching them how to think about your brand. The mantra is the transformation. I always tell you there has to be something that transforms the customer. If your customer is meant to feel disciplined, your mantra forces them to recognize the thoughts that keep them inconsistent. Are we understanding that? So, your customer is meant to feel disciplined. Y'all, that's how y'all come at me. Y'all be like, it's for the creative. It's for the disciplined. You cannot show the customer their final form already perfect. Your mantra is the transformation. The content you post on socials should be a transformation. That means that you push your content as showing them why their thoughts keep them inconsistent from being disciplined. If your customer wants to feel free, you don't show them already free. You show them at the challenging part. Why do they feel trapped? You tell them why they feel trapped. If the transformation is what shifts them, the mantra is the thought pattern that locks it in. If you are telling them about themselves, they can become what you want them to become. The thought patterns you teach and show are what give your customer ideas about their own transformation. A brand isn't just clothing, content, and aesthetics. You have to think of your brand as a delivery system for a new way of thinking, especially on socials. The only way to win on socials is to fucking twist and flip your consumer's mind. The loop, when you keep telling them the same exact thing, when you keep giving them the transformation, keep telling them the transformation, that loop plants the belief that transformation is possible, and your brand is the vehicle that makes it real. That's what the fuck gets you to where you want to be at. That's how you push yourself to become. That's how the consumer starts to perform as well. When they become the thing that you told them they can become, right? The transformation is how they lock in. It's the vehicle, right? Always remember this. This is something that nobody talks about ever. Fashion isn't what you're selling. Thought patterns are what you are actually selling. We do not live in the era of fashion where it could be the nicest piece ever and people are going to fuck with it. Unless you are a Nepo friend or a Nepo baby. But if you're starting from the fucking bottom, you are selling thought patterns into further fucking notice. When you up, then start selling fashion. Now you're selling thought patterns. At the level you are right now, you're selling thought patterns. You're not a Nepo baby yet. Fucking relax. You're not a Nepo friend yet. Relax. Sell a thought pattern. Sell a thought pattern, and people will come to you and be Nepo fucking friends off of you. It's based on the thoughts you give the consumer. The thoughts you give the consumer, the algorithm will push your content to that consumer. It is very simple math. You just have to figure out what the transformation is. What is the brand's mantra? Why is this brand transforming this person? If you know who they become already, if you know what your brand consumer is supposed to be, you show them how to become it. Even with your editorial content, photo shoots, you show them how to become it. You are not showing them it done. You are not showing themselves done. You are showing themselves in how they look when they become who you want them to become. It is not the other way around.